Good morning, tubers. Welcome back on the 25th of October, 2017. This is going to be another vlog for today. Let me get another sip of my go-go juice here. So, first thing I'm going to get to is you're probably asking, Matt, where's the cooking video? Well, the short answer to that, it's about halfway done. I started making the soup about an hour ago. Got everything cut up. Got the water boiling on the stove, and then Dad informs me that he has a couple of clients coming over, and there's just no way I could continue because there would be way too much noise, we'd be interrupted. So what I've decided to do is put it on hold until this evening. Luckily, nothing I've done so far is going to spoil. I just threw everything in the fridge for right now, and hopefully be able to continue that this evening. When it rains, it pours. And the funny thing was, they both knew that I was going to be doing this morning. I mean, that was the idea. I told them last night. I told them that yesterday, and Mom was all ready for it, but I guess Dad just totally forgot. But you know what? That's life. That happens, and it's more important for him to see his clients. So go ahead and let him do that. Hopefully be able to get to finish up that video this evening. Ironically enough, you will probably see this vlog video before you actually see the lentil soup video. But I need to head out to the thrift store. Mom gave me a few things to drop off. They've been spending all morning cleaning out my dad's side of the closet. Remember the other day that Mom did hers? Well, she finally convinced Dad to do his. So luckily, that's going to be totally complete. You know, it's going to look really nice. They're actually going to be able to find things because my dad's been hoarding junk, basically. When we pulled some stuff out, we found 10 to 15 watches that he's kept over the years. I think what happened was whenever the battery on his watch died, he just threw it in a bin and bought a new watch. So go figure that. The hoarding mentality, right? Other than that, there are a few other things I need to do today. I have someone coming over for a computer later on. Hopefully this afternoon. I haven't had a confirmation on that yet, but you know, we'll see how that goes. You guys know how that goes. I mean, people say they're going to show up half the time, they never show up. I was actually discouraged because I weighed myself this morning, and I'm really stagnant right around that 315 pound mark. And when I go back to the doctor, I think I'm going to go ahead and talk to her and ask her, is there anything in the test results that might indicate why I'm having a very, very hard time losing weight? Because I am religiously doing this diet. I have cut down my caloric intake, I would say, by at least 60-70%. I do eat my 3 square meals a day, but I eat 60 to 70% less than I did before I started the diet. Exercising is basically every single day. We have been either bike riding or walking at least 45 minutes to an hour. So I need to find out what's going on. Now, is there every possibility I might just shoot down all of a sudden, because a lot of times what happens on a diet, after you lose that initial water weight, you'll kind of plateau at one level for maybe even up to a month, I've heard, and then all of a sudden, you know, as long as you're religiously sticking to it, you'll just shoot right down from there. So we'll just have to see how that works. I'm going to continue to push through this. No, I don't want to use that word because I'm actually enjoying the exercise. That is key. If you don't enjoy the exercise, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're not going to continue to do it. And that was my problem in the past when I would go on different diets and make lifestyle changes. It's what I didn't do, is make a lifestyle change. You got to have that commitment to excellence. You got to have that commitment to see it through. And if you don't have that commitment, you don't have that drive and a little bit of willpower in there, you're going to fail every time. And I kid you not, I have been on pretty much every diet imaginable. I was on the South Beach diet back in the day. I was on the Atkins diet. I tried Richard Simmons' Deal-A-Meal. There are a few other ones there that you've probably never heard of that I've even tried. I even went on Weight Watchers with my mom when I was younger because, you know, when I was around 10 years old, I really started packing on the pounds. And I begun to realize that the lifestyle change is the only way to go. You have to change in here. You have to change your thinking about how you do everything. Like, there were times before I started the diet that I would just go downstairs at night and I would just raid the fridge. I would maybe have some crackers with peanut butter and jelly. I'd make myself a little sandwich. I would have soup. I mean, I was just out of control. And I would do this without thinking about it. It would almost be like in a zombified state, if you will. Now, before I eat anything, I think about it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to make myself a turkey sandwich with mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, and a piece of cheese. And I'm going to eat that. I'm going to eat it slowly. I'm going to enjoy it. And then before I got on my diet, I would want to go right back and say, okay, I want to have some soup with this and maybe some French fries. Now I think to myself, okay, if I eat that soup and those French fries, what am I going to have to do to burn that off? How much extra exercise am I going to have to do to burn that off? And I say to myself, well, wait a minute. I'm doing an hour a day, which will probably burn off that sandwich. And once I burn that off, my body just doing my normal activities continue to burn fat. If I eat all that extra food, I'm not going to be losing any weight. See, that's the way you got to think. You got to say to yourself, okay, I need to lose the weight. I need to be motivated to change. And I know I'm repeating myself, but it is really, really important for some of you guys out there to hear this. And I know you want to hear this. So just stay motivated. And one last thing, I will always say this, your support center. I have a really good support center of my parents. Once again, it might be somebody different. It might be another relative, a grandmother, your spouse, or anybody. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video before I continue to ramble on too much. We'll see what the rest of the day brings, and I will talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers. So I just got a call from Mom telling me that we are totally out of wet cat food. I swear, these cats go through that like crazy. We really need to cut them back. So I'm over here at Aldi. I'm going to go pick up a case of it. I can hear you can get a case of it for about, price went up a little bit. I think it's about $8 or $9 now, but that seems to last us about a month, which is good enough. I mean, that's actually a really good deal. That coupled with the dry food, they don't have to spend too much out of pocket, and the cats get a good, nourishing meal. Hopefully they actually have it in today. I'm not sure. Sometimes they do run out of it. And let's see, yep, they got it right here, 45 cents a can. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and pick through it and get them at least 2 high. That way I get enough to last them for about a month. All right, while I'm here, let's see what kind of goodies they have today. It's like they have a leaf blower for 20 bucks, man. You definitely can't beat that. Work Zone tape measure. Level or tape measure. Actually, that's a really good tape measure. Good quality, and we got too many of them at home, but I mean for on sale, $3.74. That or the level up here. So we got down here. They still got these trail cams. I still say $80 is a little bit too much. I see these on eBay all day long for $40 or $50, but if they don't sell and it looks like it hasn't, there's quite a few of them left back there, they'll mark those down eventually. What they got here, utility knife assortment. Now these are really good. I bought a bunch of these for my dad a few years ago for Christmas. These really last, and the cool thing is you can actually buy the replacement blades for these, and they are really sturdy. They're made with stainless steel, so he keeps them in the garage. You know, they get a lot of moisture, a lot of humidity, and luckily they don't rust at all, so his are actually still good. Staple gun here for $3.67. I got a few of those at home, actually good there. Look at this, 20 bucks for a heavy-duty shelf. Looks like you can make a whole little shelving unit here to store. They're showing it with storing tools and some probably hurricane preparedness items. Oh, check this out, guys. You don't even have a price on this. Royal plush blanket. This is like the one I use on my bed. 100% polyester. This is for a twin. Now mine is a full king queen. They're even dabbling in the furnace filters now. Look at that. $6.99. Not too bad. The DuPont ones are actually pretty well made. These I think are good. Let's see how long these say they're good for. It doesn't. Usually I think these are about 3, maybe 4 months. It just depends on your environment. In our house, we have to replace them every 2 months because of all the cat hair and everything. Ultrasonic cool mist humidifier for $20. I have one similar to this at home. One thing you got to watch out for these, sometimes the shut-off switches when the water drains out don't work properly, they can actually burn themselves out, and they can actually be a fire hazard if you're not careful. But yeah, pretty much similar. The rest of stuff's kind of similar to what they had last week. So I'm going to go ahead and pay for this food, see what the rest of the day brings, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. That was so funny. I was just leaving Aldi, and I was on the checkout lane, and had the big case of wet cat food with me, and the lady behind me is like, you know, I used to feed like 100 stray cats. Like they call them forest cats, because I guess they lived on a farm, and there was like a forest in the back, and all the cats would come, and she said she'd give them like the old scraps that she had from dinner. Very typical farm life. And I just started laughing. And then she was telling me about her son, who has 2 different cats. He has a Maine Coon cat, which, if you guys have heard me talk, Maine Coons are absolutely huge. They're the biggest domestic house cats you can get. And then she had like a Burmese Siamese cat, which she said was really tiny. So I'm like, oh, so you have extra large and extra small. And we were just sitting there laughing and laughing. And she was telling me a story about how her husband, who is like deathly allergic to cats, like my uncle is, decided that they would go up for a visit, and he actually picked up the cat, and she was freaking out because she knew that he couldn't handle him. He was really allergic, but he said, we'll give it a try, see what happens. Well, guess what happened? She said his eyes swelled up to like the size of a golf ball, and they wound up having to take him to the ER. So cat allergies are nothing to play around with. If you know you're allergic to a cat, you're better off staying away from them, or at the very least, go to the doctor and get yourself some type of allergy shot or medication to mitigate that allergy. But very similar to my uncle Andre, he is deathly allergic to cats, so much so that when he actually comes here to visit, he can be in the same house with a cat as long as the cats aren't around, but he can't sleep in the house. So unfortunately, when they come, they have to get a motel. And yeah, it's really a shame. I think a lot of it has to do with our environment. Like I've noticed if a lot of people, if you are exposed to cats when you're young, like in your preteen years, then generally your whole life you're going to go through life without any major cat allergies. But I've noticed a lot of people that never had a cat as a child or a teenager, and then decide to get a cat later on in life, a lot of times you wind up being allergic to them. I think, from what I understand, and believe me, I'm not a doctor or anything, it has to do with antibodies, because when you're young, your body develops a lot of antibodies to block different allergens. And since they weren't exposed to cats when they were young, their body just never bothered to build up those antibodies. And unfortunately, that made them mainly allergic to cats. A lot of them don't have dog allergies, though. It seems cat allergies are a lot more abundant, at least in my area. Let me know where you guys are, if you notice more people are allergic to dogs or to cats. Well, I need to still run over to the thrift store. Cat food's in back. Cats are going to be happy. I'm going to pause this vlog for a little bit, and I will definitely catch you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers. I am just at the bench here. Mom is slowly catching up with me. She still can't bike ride as fast as I can, but oddly enough, she can walk faster than I can, right?
There's a heron over there.
Uh-oh. We're going to...
The other day. It must have nested.
Is it? Oh, okay. That's what that sound is, huh?
Heron.
That's a heron. Okay. We're going to show you a few things here. I want to show you that we are just starting the fall foliage right now. So I'm going to bring you over here and show you what I'm talking about. It has been extremely dry this time of year, for this time of year in this area. And normally the foliage wouldn't even be starting, but I think what's happening is the leaves are starting to die off. And it's actually looking like it's the fall foliage. Like you can see here, some of these leaves are starting to turn red. Some of these here are just plain dying, and it's really unfortunate. I can kind of see them up here too. You see up in there, they're starting to turn orange and yellow, and then just some of these are just turning yellow and dying, mainly because we just have not had enough water. You see a lot of the leaves are strung over the ground too. So unfortunately, different weather conditions cause the leaves to change different colors and to die off quite a bit early. Now, I think Mom was going to show me where this heron is. I hear it over here somewhere. Let's see. Well, it's right there in that tree. I don't think my camera's going to be good enough to pick it up, but it's right there. I can see the nest. I think there are a few little babies in there. Oh, that's so cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pause this vlog for a few minutes, and I'll catch up with you guys when we get home, show you what Mom did in the closet. Tubers, time to finish the vlog today, and I will do that by showing you the completed closet here. You can see that Mom finished putting all of Dad's things in the bins that we got yesterday. Some of his CPAP supplies and Halloween costumes. She hasn't marked this one yet. I'm not sure if there's anything in there or not. And then here we got some of the evening purses and wallets. And then this is so cool. You got Mom's been here and Dad's here. This is just for like some bric-a-brac, you know, different things that don't have a specific purpose, just stuff they want to keep for now. I can see some type of trophy in the back there. I'm not exactly sure what that is. And then, of course, the bins I showed you yesterday. And then the two up here, Mom's purses. So all in all, the closet looks really, really good. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog today. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.